Hi Forest School friends, let's bring our hands to our heart for our opening song. The earth is firm beneath my feet, the sun shines bright above, and here I stand so straight and tall, all things to learn and love. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Are you ready? Breathe in and out. I hope you're all doing really well this morning. Today, I would like to talk about animal tracks with all of you. And this is a topic that you're all really familiar with and seemed very interested about when we were in the forest. Does anyone remember this? This is the field guide that we use to help us identify animal tracks and scat in the forest. Does anyone remember? What is an animal track? What is a track? That's right, an animal track is an animal's footprint. Where can we find animal tracks? We often found them this winter with ease in the snow. And the snow is a really great place to find animal tracks because it's such a fresh surface that when they step on it, their tracks are really defined. But where do you think is a good place to find an animal track in the springtime? Yeah, anywhere you can find kind of moist dirt or where the ground you can leave an imprint, that's going to be a good place to find an animal track. So, as we learned in the forest, identifying animal tracks can be really tricky. A lot of the tracks look really similar and there's just a slight difference in the track, and that's what you need to be able to identify in order to tell the difference between one animal and another. So I have an idea that might help all of you learn how to identify animal tracks. So what I've done is I've drawn a picture of the animals and their tracks on 2 pieces of paper. So I have a mule deer here and the mule deer tracks. I have the elk and the elk track. A bobcat and a bobcat track. And a coyote track. And while I've drawn these pictures on the paper, you don't have to draw them if that's something that you don't want to do. If you have a computer and a printer, you could also print pictures of the animals and their tracks and then just cut them out. I drew them because I don't have a printer, and I also just really enjoyed drawing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my animal pictures and my tracks, and I'm just going to lay them out in random on this mat over here. And once they're all laid out, you can try and identify and try and match the animal with the tracks. And this is a good way to help yourself learn which tracks belong to which animals. So I'm going to come bring the video over here, and hopefully it works a little better this time. Okay, I hope you can see all of the tracks. Okay. So I'm going to take the bobcat first, and I'm going to look for the bobcat tracks. Which tracks do you think are the bobcat tracks? So I remember from being in the forest with all of you that the bobcat tracks, they retract their nails when they walk. So which of these tracks does not have any nail prints? And we also know that felines have a pad on their foot with their 4 little toe prints. So I'm going to say that this belongs to the bobcat. And so that is how you would set up your matching game. Another activity idea I have for all of you is to go on a journey and to look for animal tracks. And if you can't find any animal tracks, what other signs of animals do you see? And if you see any animal signs or any animal tracks, you could also go back into your nature journals and draw some pictures of the signs of the animals that you found or pictures of their tracks. All right, I would like to share a poem with you. This poem is called Woodland Animals. Woodland animals live in the woods. with plenty of trees in their neighborhoods. The chipmunk, the possum, squirrel, and raccoon roam the woods all night and noon. The bear and fox, the deer and moose, all woodland creatures on the loose. Near shores and ponds and in the water, woodland animals are up in a tree. Owls and birds you're sure to see. Woodland animals like their view. As a woodland creature, wouldn't you? All right, everyone, it's time for our wish well. Let's bring our hands to our hearts. Today, I would like to wish well one of my best friends, and she lives in Rhode Island. Who would you like to wish well today? All right, let's sing our wish well song. We wish you well, we wish you well, all through the day today, we wish you well. It's time for our closing song. Where I stand is holy, sacred is the ground, forest, mountain, river, listen to the sound. We all fly like eagles, flying so high, circling the universe on wings of pure light. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoy learning about animal tracks and looking for them on your journey. Look forward to seeing you again soon.